Okay, so we've gone through the basic punching, and while offense is great, in order to have good offense, you need to have great defense, okay? So we need to talk about our defense. I will not let my students spar unless their defense is good, because I don't send people in there to get beat up. I don't like to see rock'em sock'em robots, so I make sure my students know how to keep their hands up, how to defend against the variety of punches that we learn, and how to counter hit, okay? So we're gonna talk about the defense now. So in my fighting stance here, if I'm receiving a jab from my partner who's in a matched lead, okay, one of the covers I'll just do is a left side cover, or we call it a rear hand cover. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my hand to occupy the space that they want to punch. They want to hit me in the nose or in the eye. This is my frame. So my hand is up. I don't just drop this hand here and cover like that. I gotta still cover the side of my face here. So I go like this. So we call this a single cover left or single cover rear. Okay, so if a straight punch is coming in, this will work off the jab or the cross. Either one. Okay, so I just do each one 3 times. Then it's the lead cover. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that handles the straight punches on the high line. What about the hooks? Okay, what I'm going to do is I act like I'm combing my finger through my hair, and I place the hand on the back of the head, put my elbow in center line like this, and I cover. If the hook punch is coming in and I try to turn like this, all it is going to do is turn me further. Okay, I also don't want to anticipate the punch and open it up this way, because that will set me up for straight line punches if somebody fakes me. So the best thing to do, if you get caught flat-footed, or you can't anticipate what defense to use, covering works great. Or if you've been sucker punched, okay, somebody hits you from behind, your hands have to come up and cover, you will recover, okay, and then you can open up your defenses again so that you can start to counter the assault there. So when I'm here, I cover like this. If the pressure is a lot, if the opponent hits really powerfully, I don't want to turn like this and bend at the waist. I'll just shuffle move a little bit. So just like that, I become like a shock absorber, move with the energy. So I'm here, I cover, and I just shuffle along that way. If I get a hook on this side, same thing. Notice how I'm covering with the other hand, but this elbow stays in the center line, not out here. Okay, so again, straight cover, side cover for my left side, and side cover for my right side. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is all for the high line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple more that we have is double cover. If I'm not sure which hand to pick, or I'm just trying to still figure out my opponent, just double cover and the hands come back up and out. If they're assaulting you with punches, double cover, okay? Just close the line and just peek through a little bit to make sure they're not trying to flank to the side, because I'm not just gonna stand here and close my eyes. They get to the side of me, there's no defense there. I have to know where they're going so I can track and follow them, okay? And then we have peekaboo. So I'm here, I just peekaboo, I'm just looking through my arms. If you see this, I'm framing. I'm not plastering this against my head. I can't see anything with my hand in front of my eyes. So my peekaboo is like this, either hand over, doesn't matter. Somebody's punching, whoop, and I'll cover. Block, cover, parry, and cover or cover, okay? So you have the progression, pretty simple. Left cover, right cover, left cover side, right cover side, double cover, and peekaboo. Last 2 I'm gonna go over. Body covers, okay? A lot of people, when they go to body cover, they see a punch coming to the body and they go like this. Problem is, it leaves this wide open. A good body puncher is going to look for that opportunity, because they'll score here. Maybe they caught you without your forearm guard, okay? So you might drop your hands out of desperation, which opens up the face, and they'll hope for that. They'll look for that double hook or the fake to the hook, okay? So how do we resolve that? We do our best. Keep my hands up on my cheeks, and I do a crunch. Okay, don't turn away from the punch. All you're doing is exposing your kidneys to eat that hook, okay? So when I'm here, hands come back to the face, and I body cover like that, like I'm doing a crunch in the air, okay? Like that. I see those hooks coming. Maybe they're even their straight line punches, which I'm going to talk about that cover, actually it's the last one. So my side cover is here. The hook on the side cover here. I'd rather hit my arm than actually hitting my ribs or my liver or my kidney in the back by trying to overexpose it, okay? And the last is the cover in front. As I'm here, I don't want to stand straight up so tall in my defense, right? I already should be shrinking down a little bit. It keeps me stable, balanced a little bit better. But when my opponent is punching towards my body, instead of me dropping my arms, I sink the body down and I'll just cover like that. So we're gonna go over this in a partner drill. So you see how it looks solo, and then we'll do it with a partner so you can see how all these covers work, okay? But when I'm here, I just bring my arms down to the center like that. Notice how my hands are not going below the chin line, because I don't want to be faked again and then punched in the face, so I won't do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sink down. Notice how my hands are still in front of my face to frame and protect with the punches. So just like that. My arms come together and it stops any straight punches, whether it's a jab or a cross, sometimes even a kick to the body. I'll see that and I might absorb it with the forearms, okay? So all the covers, ready? Left hand, right hand, left hand side, right hand side, double cover, peekaboo either hand, okay? I have my body cover on this side, body cover on this side, and double cover in the front, okay? So you can practice this in your shadow boxing, you're throwing punches, you might cover, return your punches, all right? Stay tuned for the next video on the defensive progression. This was covering, we're gonna go into evasions. Okay, so let's look at how the defenses work with a partner drill, okay? And I think it's important to show this even if you are only working out by yourself, if you don't have a training partner, that I show you how it looks with a partner so that you understand how you're defending your punches, okay? So I'll have my student come out here, okay? So when she throws the jab and I cover, and she throws the cross and I cover, and then she throws her lead hook, I cover on this side. If she were a lefty fighter, switch your feet, and she throws a jab and a cross and a hook, I'm still covering, matching her lead. I'm right to left, or we say southpaw to orthodox. Let's switch her back. Again, we're in a right lead because we are Jeet Kune students, and we are putting our power side forward, okay, in order to have an effective intercepting punch, okay? So that's why we're standing in our right lead. So again, she throws the jab and the cross and the hook, and then I return it back. Jab, cross, and hook, okay? So we could just bounce back and forth. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So why are we switching our hands, okay? The reason why I teach to block on the mirror side, it's going to be difficult enough to figure out what punch they're going to be throwing and what defense you need to use, okay? So if we're here and she throws the jab and I use this hand to cover, but then she throws a cross and I use this hand to cover, you're not wrong. Ultimately, I like leaving my lead hand free so I can counter hit right away. So when she punches, bang, bang, I can throw my jab right back to make them pay for attacking me, okay? So it's a good counter hit, all right? So on the basic combination again, she throws a jab, the cross, and the hook, and I cover. Notice I got my guard up here. My chin is down. Then she throws the cross, hook, cross. Cross, hook, cross. Then she throws the hook, cross, hook. Hook, cross, and hook. Perfect, okay? So that's how I'm working through those defenses. Now let's go through all the defenses we've had. Okay, so she throws a jab, she throws a cross, then she throws a high hook, then she throws a body shot here. Okay, then she throws a body shot on this side. Notice how I still got my hands up. Then she throws a high hook on this side. High hook. Good. She throws an uppercut. She throws an overhand. Then she throws an overhand. And she throws an uppercut. That's how I'm able to defend against all those lines, okay, when we did the advanced combination. So again, I was talking about high covering for the straight punches, to throw straight punches. So I got single cover, or double covering, okay, or peekaboo. Keep throwing, keep throwing. Good. Keep throwing punches. Go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Or I just leave one hand up. If she's going to assault me, why switch my hands up unless I know, I mean, I don't want to take a beating, but I need to keep my hands up. And as a beginner, it's important to understand covering first, okay? Maybe you started Jeet Kune and you already understand boxing and Thai boxing and everything else, and you can move past just covering. Believe me, when you get rocked by an opponent who's a little bit better than you, a little bit faster, covering is going to save your butt. So make sure you work these drills.